Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios for your second event in the NBA's All-Star Weekend for your 2020 three-point contest game highlight commentary. Up first, representing the Atlanta Hawks, first-time All-Star starter, the most Trey of Youngs. Coming into this competition, he was a favorite. He did terrible on the first rack, but he'd close out the second rack with 7 points, going to the Mountain Dew ball, which is worth 3, a new staple in the three-point competition. I cannot begin to express my sympathies and condolences for those who put money on Trae Young to win this event, because this brother out here selling bricks like a cocaine dealer. Seeing Trae Young struggle reminds me a lot of growing up playing basketball in my youth. You'd be on fire during warm-ups, and once the game started, the girls have since come into the stands, all of a sudden you colder than an individual suffering from hypothermia. He'd end with a measly 15. One quick look at those Atlanta fans who expected Trae Young to go out there and perform. Up next, representing the Charlotte Hornets, Devonte Graham. His braids are thicker than 2 blunts rolled at a Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg party. I'd highly doubt anybody had him as their dark horse to win this contest, but he started off extremely tough. He only got 4 points after clearing 2 racks and missing the Mountain Dew ball, but in the money ball rack in the middle, he'd connect on 4 or 5 and jump out to 12. He'd showcase he's a fan of Mountain Dew, tie Trae Young with 2 racks to go, and take the lead in the three-point competition. Unfortunately for him, much to his chagrin, that lead will not become something that is insurmountable, as he'd only separate by 3 and end with 18. Up next, Blue Eyes White Privilege, representing the Caucasian race, Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat. Looking to keep the momentum going after seeing Bam Adebayo walk away with a trophy, he's trying to take a trophy back to South Beach. But walking away a champion does not seem to be in his future, as he started with the worst start of all 3 shooters thus far. This brother out here struggling to make baskets like a double amputee trying to collect eggs on Easter. He couldn't make a basket if he was making a child's tricycle. But it's time to live up to his name, as he'd activate the Blue Eyes White Privilege. He'd catch a little bit of heat and connect on 3 of 5 of the money ball rack and take the lead with 19. That's how the white man shoots the basketball. And it's time to put a little bit of adobo on the competition, because next up is Devin Booker representing the Phoenix Suns. Originally, the 2018 three-point contest champion wasn't even supposed to be participating in this competition, but with the injury to Damian Lillard, he had to step in. And a petri dish mixture of the Puerto Rican and Mexican seaman, Devin Booker is off to a sensational start. By far the best start of anybody in this competition, as he'd jump out to 20 plus with 1 rack left to go. After an air ball, he'd close out with 27 points and take the lead.
Thank you very much, you son of a bitch!
Up next, I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy, as Buddy Hield representing the Sacramento Kings. I wonder how annoying it must have been growing up hearing people always say buddy, but nobody actually speaking to you. He's made at least 3 on both racks. No way he misses the Mountain Dew ball. He's on to the middle rack, and he's keeping that consistency going, making at least 3 of 5 as he connect on 4 of 5 on the middle rack. Time for the Mountain Dew ball. Following the 27 from Devin Booker, that would knock out Trae Young, so currently on the bubble is Devonte Graham, and Buddy Hield would pull within 1. And you might as well cut his camera, because he is eliminated, as Buddy Hield would keep the fire going and connect on every shot on the money ball rack and close out with 27. Up next is David Burton, representing the Washington Wizards of Waverly Place, and he's here to make sure the stereotype will be kept alive, because you can dispute left and right if white man can jump, but you can't deny that white man can shoot. Hey guys, it looks like it's time for that Mountain Dew ball. Currently at the top of the key with 5, Burton's would start to catch heat as he'd connect on 4 of 5, and it's time again for that Mountain Dew ball. And he may not play in Miami, but this brother is caliente, because he's not only connected on the Mountain Dew ball, but made all 5 shots on his money rack and eliminates Duncan Robinson. White on white crime, and he closes it out with 26. Up next, representing the host city in the Windy City, is Zach Lavine of the Chicago Bulls, looking to be the first man to win not only the slam dunk competition, but also the three-point competition. After 2 racks, he's got 9. Time for that Mountain Dew ball. He's made it to the top of the key, where he's elected to have his money ball rack, but unfortunately he's only made 1 of 4. Time for that Mountain Dew ball. Zach Lavine has gone colder than a dead man not named The Undertaker. He needs to get to 26 in order to move on to the next round, and although he connects on every shot from the final rack, it won't be enough. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother. We'd into the finals, and David Burton's once again representing the Wizards of Waverly Place in Washington, as he looks to put pressure on Devin Booker and Buddy Hield, but he only left the first rack with 1. He'd jump out to 6 just before the Mountain Dew ball. He'd put it up and back to the top of the key, where Burton's caught heat in the first round, but evidently that was not the case here in the final, as he only connects on 1 of 5. How about some Mountain Dew, David? His money ball rack in the same location, and he's doing the same things he did in the first round, but this time he would not connect on all 5. And at the final rack, he's got 18, trying to get past 20, and he would not eclipse his score of the first round, but he's closing out with 22, and up next is Devin Booker, looking to become the first 2-time champion since Jason Capono in 2007 and 2008. I can guarantee you that's a name you haven't heard in years. He'd struggle on the first rack, but then he'd begin to catch a little bit of heat as he'd make 4 of 5 on the wing, make 4 of 5 at the top of the key, and it's time for that Mountain Dew ball. Devin Booker, with his mind on history and history on his mind, would make 4 out of 5 once again, and he'd pass David Burton's on the 3rd attempt, and he's looking to extend the lead so great to where Buddy Hield can't catch up, and he makes 26. And I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy guy, trying to catch up to Devin Booker. And he'd turn on the oven in IKEA, as on the wing second rack, he'd connect on all 5 shots. How about that money ball? Back to the top of the key, and he's got the keys like DJ Khaled as he connect on 4 of 5 and another money ball. He's made the money ball at every single rack he's been at. And how about a little bit of consistency? How about this money ball? Down by 7, he needs to make at least 4 out of 5, and he doesn't drive automatic. He's got the clutch in the car. He tells Devin Booker, you already done 1 a 3-point attempt. I would like to win 1 too. I'm wearing 24. I'm paying tribute to Kobe Bryant, and I am your 2020 3-point contest champion. But for David Burton's, Devin Booker, Devonte Graham, Joe Harris, Zach Lavine, Duncan Robinson, and Trae Young, take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train.
Do it! Just do it! Do it! Do it! Just do it!